Hey guys, this is Barbecue Boy 76 here. I started to do a review on this knife, but it started raining on me, so I'm subject to be in my garage right now, sitting in a chair, just kind of smoking my cigar. Even though I'm sick, I'm stupid enough to do this and probably make myself even more sick. But it's actually not a bad smoke, so let's see if I can get a little Don Diego Forte. Okay. The knife I want to talk about today is my Jeremy Robertson El Patron. This is the full-size version because now he's starting to make a smaller version, which is, I believe, is a 3 1/4 inch blade. This one here is, I believe, 3 3/4 of an inch. But this one here has a Starfire Damascus blade. I bought this off a friend of mine a couple weeks ago, and he sent it to me several months ago just to kind of check out, feel it, see how I liked it. And ever since then, ever since I sent it back to him, I have not been able to quit thinking about it. So he said, hey, I'm thinking about selling it. I had way too many knives. Well, that's my story as well. So I went ahead and bought it from him. And I'm very happy with this knife. It is a really heavy use knife. It's very heavy. It's, I would say, slightly bigger than my large Sabenza. I'll use that knife since most people are familiar with that knife, the large Sabenza. The large Sabenza's handle may be slightly shorter, and the blade may be slightly shorter. But the thickness of this knife is by far a lot larger. I really like the Starfire Damascus on this knife. I cannot get this phone to focus. It's like that pattern of the Damascus is really throwing off the camera, but it's beautiful in person. The knife is very, very, very comfortable. This I don't know what you would call this, a semi-choil. When you grip the knife, really gives your hand a good place to just work its way in there. It makes it for great comfort. Got a couple of standoffs back here, which I honestly don't know. I kind of feel that this screw should be a little bit more to the middle of the knife, and this screw should be a little bit more towards the back of the knife. While they're so close together towards the rear of the knife, I don't know. I'm not a knife maker. Jeremy is an excellent maker. He knows his stuff, and he's a super guy. And I believe he's a pilot. I'm not sure. I don't remember if he is a pilot that retired from the Air Force, or if he's commercial now. I just don't remember. But regardless, I've had several email exchanges through Jeremy. He's supposed to be building me another knife, the smaller version of this, with either a Damascus blade or the SM100 that he's making now. Anyway, let's get back to on target here. The knife is very smooth. When I first had this knife, it was brand new and fresh from Jeremy. My friend of mine sent it to me, Chris. The knife was very, you could feel in the pivot every little streak in this Damascus. It was like opening and closing. But now that Damascus around that pivot and washers has completely smoothed out, worn off, and it's a really, really, really nice, smooth knife. This is not the bearing type system pivot. This is just your standard phosphorus bronze washers, which I prefer, honestly. You can see how thick these scales are. A lot more thicker than I typically carry, and this is why I may be selling this knife. I really love the knife, and I do carry it a little bit, but I am finding myself that my seasons are changing. I'm really starting to reevaluate what I carry and what I don't carry. I used to carry my Chris Reeve Menandy a lot, and quite honestly, for most of us, the Menandy size knife is plenty of knife for what we use them for. We want to be weekend adventurers. We want to be weekend warriors. We want to be cool. We want to be tough. but you know, most times we carry are overkill. And for what I use my knives for anymore, this is overkill. You know, most people would find this to be plenty suitable enough for their everyday task, but you know, I kind of find myself in my job less in my kitchen and more in my office and day-to-day office tasks, even though I'm still working daily in my kitchen at my restaurant or my pit room cooking barbecue and whatnot. But so therefore sometimes my pants are a little bit lighter, dressier, and this weighs it down more. Now this is perfect for like my mountain khaki pants that I wear, no problems, or my blue jeans, no problems. But like I said, my seasons are changing, and I don't really wear that type of clothing as much as I used to, even though I still like to. Another facet to that prism is I just have too many damn knives. I probably have 40 to 50, and that's after I've already sold probably 30 of them. So I really feel that this knife is built for someone who can truly appreciate it and use it on a daily basis. That's why I'm having him make me the smaller version. I don't know. I just can't decide. I think I might just keep it. It's just such an awesome knife. And I really like his pivot here. It's such a neat, unique looking pivot design. No chatter around the pivot in the titanium. No chatter anywhere on this knife. I have gotten some custom titanium knives where there were drill bit chatter around the pivots. And the lockup on this thing is great. The pocket clip, I would actually like it to be a little bit better. I'd like for it to ride slightly lower into the pant. Not much, but just slightly. You could even move that pivot a little bit further back onto the knife. But it surprisingly carries very well. So, if you don't know Jeremy's work, you need to give him a try. I think you'll be pleased with the caliber of work that he does. I know I am. And I really truly feel that he is going to be one of the next big makers. He's very sought after already. And I think that, I mean, the boy's got skill. That's just simple as that. You can see the jimping there, which I kind of like this jimping more so than the really broad jimping people are doing now. This has some grit to it. I really, really like it. So, this is the Jeremy Robertson El Patron. His knife company is called Calavera Cutlery. Perfection, quite honestly. Thanks, guys. Let's see if I can get some better lighting on this. That actually made it a little bit worse, I think. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.